Hi there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is the daily forecast for August the 3rd for every sign. For those of you who know where your other placements are besides your sun, your moon, and your rising, if you know where your Venus sign is, that's going to tell you about what's going on with the things that you value. If you know where your Jupiter sign is, that tells you about things that are expanding. If you know where your Saturn sign is, that tells you about things where you're being disciplined. There's lots of great information that you can pull out of a quick little reading like this. Also, before I pull the first card, I just want to remind everybody about the contest. Don't forget to put a comment underneath this video. And so I'm just waiting now for the first card to feel like it's ready for me to take it. We gotta wait until it feels right. Wait until it feels right. Feels right. Feels right. Here we go. Okay, guys. So first card is for Aries for August the 3rd. Aries, what you have showing up, let's get out of the glare, is the Ace of Pentacles. This is just telling me that you have some reason to feel grateful today. You may be receiving a tangible gift, or this may be something that is more on the spiritual or emotional level, but there is something definitely that makes you feel grateful today, Aries. All right. Secondly, we have for Taurus, the Ten of Wands. This just tells me, Taurus, that you guys are taking responsibility for something today. Some of you could be taking responsibility for your own words or your own actions, but others of you could be actually picking up some kind of responsibility or doing some kind of chore, picking up new responsibilities at work, just taking care of business in general, just taking care of responsibilities. Okay, next up is Gemini. Now, Geminis, with this Eight of Pentacles, this just tells me that you are doing some kind of work today. And I feel like whatever work it is, whether it's for an employer, your own business, around the house, at a volunteer situation, whatever it might be, I do feel like you are taking care to do a really good job. You're being very diligent in your work today. Okay, and that was Gemini. Next up, let's look at Cancer. Cancers, what you have showing up is the Nine of Pentacles, which just tells me that you are feeling very abundant, like you have plenty, everything that you need, you're self-sufficient, and you are very independent today, definitely acting independently today and very self-sufficient. All right, so that's Cancer. Next up, we have Leo. Leos, you guys have the Tower showing up in reverse. This is actually a card that I like because it talks about the idea that in the past something happened where something that makes you feel safe and secure got pulled away from you, pulled out of your experience suddenly and unexpectedly. But with this coming in right side up now, this tells me that you're in a position where you are overcoming that. You're finding something to replace that other thing that got pulled away, and whatever it is that is replacing that other thing that got pulled away is something that's better than what you had before. So we like that. Next up, we have Virgo. Virgos, you guys have the Nine of Swords showing up in reverse. I'm trying to get out of the glare. Maybe off to the side a little. Here we go. Okay, so Nine of Swords in reverse just tells me that you have something going on where you were stressing out about it, and now you are no longer stressing out about this situation. So the situation itself could have possibly changed, or on top of that, it could be that you've done some healing work on yourself so that now it just no longer bothers you. You're able to throw that stress aside. Either way, there is relief coming in here, and we're happy to see that for you, Virgos. Next up, we're looking at Libra. So Libra's Four of Wands showing up in reverse. You're going to be spending some time away from home is what I'm hearing. Or if you, this could also be that you could be spending time away from your normal office as well. But I think for most of you, this is literally time away from home. Okay. Scorpio, Scorpio, we have the Prince of Wands showing up. This just tells me that we're going to be interacting with somebody who has a lot of energy, who can be very outgoing, very cheerful, very positive. They like to have the people around them laughing and smiling. So this is someone we're going to be interacting with today, Scorpios. Next up, Sagittarius. Ace of Swords showing up in reverse. Sagittarius, you guys could be mentoring somebody, advising somebody, but one way or the other, you are passing along good information to somebody in your sphere of influence. Next up, looking at Capricorn. So Capricorns, what we see here is that you have the Five of Swords showing up in reverse, and the Five of Swords in reverse to me tells me that you are going to be called on to be a peacemaker today, and this can mean one of two things. Either you're involved in some kind of conflict or debate, and you decide to put the weapons down first and call for peace, whether you really feel like you were right to start with or not. Um, or it could be that you're being called upon to bring peace between two different parties that are having a hard time getting along. Either way, you're coming up here as the peacemaker, Capricorn. Next up, we have Aquarius. Aquarius, you guys have the Prince of Cups showing up in reverse. Um, Aquarius, I think what you're doing today is you're setting other people as more important than taking care of yourself. And so you do have a little bit of self-neglect going on here where you're not doing everything that you know that you should be doing for you. And that's because you're focused on taking care of somebody else. So you want to be aware of that, kind of catch the energy as it comes in and sort of head it off. Make sure that, you know, if we don't take care of ourselves, we don't have very much to offer the rest of the world. So we don't want to stick in this kind of energy very long, and preferably, of course, not at all. Next up, card for Pisces. Pisces, what you have is the Five of Wands. This just tells me that there may be a lot of competition around you, but I feel like also there is some brainstorming and some creative energy that you're using and possibly collaborating with other people in doing this brainstorming or creative energy or creative work, whatever it is that you're doing here. So, and the other thing that can be happening too for some of you Pisces, you may be involved in some type of literal competition. You could be running a marathon, playing soccer or baseball, whatever's in season. I'm not the biggest sports fan around, but something's probably in season. And so you could be playing some kind of sporting event. Some of you could even be witnessing the sporting event with this chicken off to the side on the card here. But anyway, so some type of competitive event, possibly, or there's a lot of competition around you, or you're doing some kind of brainstorming and creative action, not by yourself, but with other people as well today. Okay, thank you all for being here, and just another little reminder, don't forget about the contest. Put a comment underneath this video to enter that, and thank you guys very much for being here. I'll see you all back on the next video. Peace out.